Hello, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. I'm your host, Jay the Creator, and with me again today, as always, is Purple Suns.
Hi.
How you doing, man? How was your weekend? We haven't seen each other for a
um,
week.
my weekend. Did I do anything this weekend? No, man.
Nothing
I
at all.
just been sitting here this whole
Waiting,
time
just waiting for
waiting.
the podcast to start.
Yeah.
I went over to my mom's house yesterday.
How was that?
What a fucking trip that was! So I had to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, which I don't normally do because I typically go to bed at like 3,
Yep.
which, I'm not supposed to do, but fuck it.
Uh,
We're in quarantine.
you only live once.
Exactly. And, fuck. Drove 2 hours to my mom's house. The drive there wasn't so bad. The drive back, there was quite a bit of traffic.
It's dreadful.
Yeah. It's very suck. Especially if you're doing a day trip, like just a day trip. Almost seems like it's not even worth it to
I
go.
know. How long were you over there?
I was there for a couple of hours. I got there at like
Like
10.
literally 2 hours?
No. I got there at 10 and then I left at like 2:30.
Oh
So
yeah.
4 hours.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
That's the thing that sucks about living so far away from my mom
yeah.
is that if I go out there, it's not like I could spend the night, because I have a dog.
Yeah.
So I have to only see her for a couple
And then you
hours.
can't take your dog over there, huh?
No, because the dog that she has is, well, I mean, when he saw my dog, he
Oh,
tried to
he's
fight him.
aggressive.
Yeah, he's aggressive. The dog that she has, and then she has another dog inside the house that my dog doesn't really bother. But she just
Is that
doesn't.
one a little dog?
Yeah, she has a little dog inside the house, but
Yeah.
she just doesn't want my dog there.
Isn't it
Which,
interesting
what?
that people tend to keep little dogs inside and big dogs outside?
Kind of, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Understandable though, cuz well, like for my mom's situation cuz I think that dog is so used to being outside. He was a rescue, but like not like from the pound. He was like a legit rescue. Like I feel bad for that dog because the bottom of his paws, they're all like melted. Because when he, the previous owner that had him just kept him in a cage, like a metal cage,
Dang.
like all the
And that
time.
was his life.
And I think like from the heating up the metal, it like burnt off his
Whoa.
that skin under his paws. Like it's all fucked up on
So
his
if you were to
paws.
look at his paws,
Paws
it's
and
all fucked up right now?
yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. So
Dang.
I mean, he has a better life now, which,
Yeah.
I mean, he's aggressive towards other dogs, but as long as he's by himself, he's fine.
Yeah.
So I think, like, that dog is going to get as good of a life as he's ever going to get due to his circumstances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100 times, a million times better than his old life.
Definitely, yeah. And the dog seems to really like my mom, so, good for them,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's kind of like our little dog, Gypsy.
Yeah.
He
So old
he
and
was
fragile.
also abused too. We got him. He had when we got him, his ear hair was like touching the ground, so it looked like he had dreads
Okay, yeah,
that like went down to the ground,
yeah,
and those like other parts of his body that were just like unusual. And then he also had a broken jaw,
yeah.
and that's
Sucks how cruel people can be to
I know.
animals. You know what I
Why
mean?
even have a dog at that point?
Very unfortunate.
But I imagine the broken jaw would be like a kick or something. I mean, how else will you break a jaw from a dog?
True.
A little one.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like kicked in the face too hard and
Oh yeah.
broke his little jaw.
And then that's it.
Cause he's a small dog.
Yeah.
He's a small little poodle.
So he must have just ran away, and then we found him.
That's good.
We went to McDonald's, and then we came back. We were literally outside of the car with McDonald's in our hand, about to go inside, and then here comes the dog wandering on the yard.
And you guys just grabbed him.
Gabby did.
Okay, the wife.
And then her plan was to give it to the Humane Society since they don't kill dogs.
Yeah.
But they were full at the time, so
So you guys just kept
we were
him.
just stuck with them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But he was super mean before, even meaner than now. I
Yeah.
mean, now he's just all bark.
Yeah. before he would actually bite you and shit.
Yeah. But that's another thing. He doesn't really have teeth. So when we got him, he didn't even have teeth. He had like 1 or 2, maybe 3 teeth.
Damn, so whoever had him before not only kicked out his jaw, but they fucking knocked out his teeth too.
Well, maybe I think it's like gum disease.
Oh, okay. Eventually, it's teeth just rotted
Because
away.
one time he was barking, and then when he barked, one of the teeth flew on my knee.
Ugh.
Like I was sitting down, we were like chilling in the backyard of my in-laws.
Yeah.
And then he basically just barked, and then the tooth landed like right here as I was sitting. And that was his last tooth ever.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I don't know how he eats, really. I mean, we had to soften up his food for him,
Yeah.
but he can't really eat any hard food at all.
Especially now.
Yeah. Maybe he can, but maybe he'll swallow it.
Do you think, because your dog is old, and his days are clearly numbered?
That's what I thought before. I said that 5 years ago.
He's still alive, but look, like but right now more so, right? Because he's not well, because he just walks in circles all day.
He does.
His neck is all fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean,
He got an
can you
infection.
honestly see that dog living for another 5 years?
Yeah.
Really?
I can.
That's what you think? Okay.
He's been deteriorating, but he's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, and he got an ear infection, which makes him spin in circles now. It's pretty permanent.
Fuck. I
was for sure thinking this is when they're gonna tell Gabby that
your wife, yeah.
that
Yeah,
he has to be put down. But then the doctor basically said, "No, he's normal. I have a dog just like that." So maybe depending on the doctor.
I think honestly, yeah, I think
He had bias,
I think
you
that
think?
that doctor is biased as fuck, and two, he probably just doesn't have the balls to put down a dog.
I don't know. I'm sure he puts down dogs all the time.
You don't know that?
He does.
How do you know?
That's what
You've been there to see him.
working at a vet. They put down dogs all the time.
He could just lie to people, like he knows that the dog is gonna die. So he's like, "No, your dog is fine." Yeah,
So he tells everyone that.
maybe.
Hmm.
I mean, can you lose your license by lying like that?
Hmm. Well, what if clearly it's gonna die, or like German shepherds, they have hip problems. What if your dog couldn't even walk and was in pain? You don't think
Some people just let their dogs live like that
No way.
because they're afraid to put them down. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I had an uncle who his dog had bone cancer,
Yeah. And you
and
let him live like that?
he did, yeah,
What the hell?
until he passed away in his sleep.
What does having bone cancer entail as far as the symptoms for the dog?
The dog just couldn't. It
Walk
like hurts to
anywhere?
walk. Yeah,
Oh,
he just didn't want to walk anymore.
shit.
But instead of putting him down so he doesn't have to deal with pain anymore, you just let him live until he died in his sleep.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So one day he just went kaput.
Yeah.
Hmm. Would you be able to be a vet,
Fuck no.
putting dogs down?
I don't think I have the balls to do it now.
No.
No.
Or animal shelter, I guess.
I don't think I could even work in an animal shelter, to be honest. Seeing
Dang.
all those sad dogs there,
Dang.
just want to take them all home.
You'd come home all fucked up every day.
I wanted to get a big house just so I could get a bunch of dogs.
Oh, I remember when you wanted a house full of cats. So
Yeah.
now you want a house full of dogs?
Dogs and cats, yeah.
I
That's
could
a
picture you
fucking pipe
doing like
dream.
obstacles all throughout your house. You know how some people customize their home for
Yeah,
being for cats?
yeah.
And it's like an amusement park for cats.
Or if I
Like,
could
they
have like,
tunnels and everything.
yeah, if I could have a barn, like if I make enough money to buy like a plot of land, I would have a barn full of cats, so they could deal with rats.
Ooh, they're perfect for rats.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they stay outside, they hang out in the barn with the goats. They have a nice life
They
for the
chill
most
with
part.
the farm animals. I think cats
Yeah.
are pretty good as farm animals. I mean, I got my cat from a farm.
You ever see those pictures people post online of their cats hanging out with their horses?
No, not specifically with the horse. I seen them hang around with like a monkey, a bird, a dog.
Okay. Yeah, dogs.
But I
Yeah, I've
haven't
seen the
seen them
dogs
hang
one.
out with the horse yet.
Okay.
Does it ride the horse?
Yeah, like gets on its back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He jumps on the horse's back, or someone puts him up there.
No, he jumps on him.
Mm. Aren't horses pretty tall?
And cats can jump pretty high.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, your cat here can jump the fence. This one.
Oh yeah,
That's taller than a horse.
but he climbs too. He uses his claws to
Ah,
kind of hang on.
okay.
But yeah, he's pretty much at the top at that point. I
Yeah.
think just with his back legs, once he's hanging on,
Yeah.
he has to kind of push himself over it. But yeah, that fence is pretty tall.
Yeah.
So I imagine they could do the same with the horse.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the horse, I don't think would be as big as that fence. But what if the cat needed to claw the horse just to climb on?
Then I don't think the horse would like that.
Oh, damn. Have you ever tried horse meat?
No. Have you?
Do Mexicans eat that? I mean, I'm not surprised anymore.
I don't think so.
We eat pigeons. We eat iguanas, apparently.
Yeah, iguanas. Yeah. Armadillos.
We eat armadillos, cow tongues,
Cow tongues.
cow cheeks,
Goats.
cow eyes, cow brain.
Pigs.
Pigs?
Any pigs.
Oh, pigs.
Puercos.
Puercos, yeah.
So pretty much a whole range of farm animals.
Do we eat anything? Well, we don't eat like pork liver or anything weird like that, do we?
Yeah, we eat pork liver.
Hmm.
Just like we
I've
throw
heard of
that shit
chicken liver and beef
in
liver.
a stew. I'm sure they do that.
Hmm.
Or what about tripas?
Isn't
You know when
tripas are from
they
pig?
fry the tripas?
Yeah.
I mean, they get it from a cow, but I'm sure you could do goat tripas or pig tripas.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't even. I guess I don't realize
I
when
mean,
I'm
fuck,
eating
dude.
it.
Even the fucking the goat head, we cook that shit in a stew.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some people eat the ojos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. So when you're cooking it, it still doesn't look any different. It still looks like an eyeball, or it doesn't just.
I
How
don't
are
know.
they gonna eat the ojos?
I think they just fucking scoop that shit out of there. You know?
After it cooks?
Maybe.
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't personally seen anybody do that.
Oh, so you're making this up?
Maybe.
Huh.
But if Mexicans eat fish eyes, why wouldn't they eat goat eyes?
We eat fish eyes,
I mean, when you fucking cook a fish, I mean the eye is right there.
but they don't eat
Why
it.
not eat it?
They
Why
don't
not?
eat the fish eye.
You can. You're telling me the Mexicans
You
out
could
there?
do anything, but I don't think they do that.
I'll look that shit up right now.
Yeah, type in "do Mexicans eat fish eyes?"
This is why we need an intern to fucking Google stuff for us, bro.
Oh yeah, just having someone just here with
Or
a
even,
laptop.
or even, yeah, or even if I had a fuck, man, I had a laptop, but I fucking gave it to my ex-girlfriend.
Why would you do that? Ask for it back.
I was fucking stupid. No, I can't ask for it back.
Say, you know that laptop that I gave you?
The one that she uses every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that shit back.
Say, I need it.
What do you do? Mexicans eat fish eyes?
Yep.
Fish
Let's see what they
eyes.
say.
Okay.
No, you're not finding shit.
Hold on. Jeez. They only have around the world.
Okay, do people
Look,
eat fish eyes?
Oh, look,
maybe?
look. Here's 15 obscure Mexican foods you probably never heard of.
Yeah, let's see what it says.
Let's see.
Might as well go through the list. What do
Oh.
Mexicans eat?
Menudo. Says menudo.
Yeah,
Obviously, we
that's all
fucking-
like the insides of the
menudo.
cow.
Hold on.
Some people are really scared of menudo, and it's very delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, what is inside menudo?
There's some of our cousins who don't eat menudo.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, so menudo is contentious. Menudo is made from cow's stomach and is definitely an acquired taste.
Cow stomach. Yeah. But it's
Fiercely-
funny. We just ate that since we were kids. It's
Yeah.
normal for us.
So
But I
if you're,
wonder, being an outsider, would it be creepy
yeah, I
or?
want to see a video of somebody who has like never eaten a noodle before try it
Yeah.
for the first time.
It's basically like a meat soup, like a organs
Yeah.
soup, which sounds.
Even says right here, if you're the sort of person who doesn't mind the spongy texture of tripe or knowing where it came from, I think that's a little unnecessary. We obviously know where it comes from. It comes
Yeah,
from a cow.
yeah. It's just a
Uh,
mystery. Like, who knows where this came
yeah,
from?
so it's a broth with Mexican organs or Mexican organs with cow organs
We're
in
not
it.
cannibals. Well, I guess the cows are Mexican cows, so
Yeah, it still
we are
counts.
eating Mexicans.
Uh, it's funny. It even says right here. That said, many claim that this is the hands down best hangover cure money can buy.
Yep,
I
people.
I think I kind of agree with that. Like, man, when you have menudo after a day of drinking, it's so good, so good.
Yep, and pair that with having a beer on the side, and you'll be cured for sure.
It even says right here, tacos envenenados. I don't even know what the
Poison
fuck that is.
tacos.
Tacos is nothing revolutionary. Everyone knows that it is the Mexican fondness of the soft tortilla, meat and sauce concoction, knowing no bounds. Uh, However, if there's anything you could say about Mexico, it's not. Nothing is basic when it comes to Mexican dishes. The wealth of. All right, this isn't fucking explaining anything.
Uh, so it doesn't say what it is.
Okay, tacos envenenados from Zacatecas. So I
Uh,
probably never even
I
had it.
thought you were gonna say tacos and venados. I was like, oh shit.
Which literally translates to poison tacos. Oh, you're
Yeah.
right on that. Cholesterol overdose from because they're greasy. Tacos. Okay, so the tacos are stuffed with cheese and spicy chorizo, with
Ooh.
potatoes and refried
Oh my
beans.
god, that actually sounds good. And
That
we just ate.
that does sound fucking good. And then some people deep fry it for extra crunchiness.
Damn.
What the fuck? Dude, I've never had those before.
I'm gonna
But then
order
again, I've never
that.
been to Zacatecas.
I'm gonna try ordering that from Taco Bell. Can I get a tacos and venenados? Yeah. Or some of that poison taco?
They'll be looking at you like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
We don't have that here.
Hey, look at this. This is it's called cabrito. It's
Cabrito.
barbecued goat. I didn't know they
Ooh,
had
what the fuck?
a name like that for
I
it.
guess it would taste pretty good.
So instead of like, cause like we normally have carne asada,
Yeah,
but if you're gonna be cooking goat, you call it cabrito.
cabrito. Dang, I never
Uh,
heard of anyone doing a barbecued goat.
yeah, and it says it's a popular dish in all the northern states. I've never fucking heard of it before.
Northern states, so that's
And your mom and my grandma
interesting.
are from Tijuana.
I know, what the fuck?
Da, 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 da. You know that speaking of um my grandma and your mom being from Tijuana,
Yeah,
I remember this story my grandma told me about how you know, growing up they were poor. They were like fucking poor.
yeah, they eat chicken
And
feet and shit.
how they had a rabbit farm. And she remembers one day um your grandpa, my great grandpa, taking a mother bunny, hanging it,
Oh
splitting
shit.
open its guts, and a bunch of babies falling out.
Oh my god.
And then she said that when she saw that, she never ate. Whenever they had rabbit soup,
They
which
never
was
ate it.
apparently pretty often, she never ate it again
Dang.
after seeing that.
So
You think like
were they living? Like, did they start moving around once they all fell out? Or they were just
she didn't go into
uh
detail like that, but she just remembers the babies falling
yeah.
and the screams of
Uh
the rabbit. Yeah.
dang.
You think like our great grandpa, your grandpa would think like, hey, maybe, you know, I shouldn't show this to my kids.
Yeah.
But then again, it was a different time back then.
Yeah.
And those people in Mexico,
Or maybe
they're
it's
just
good.
built different, you know.
Maybe it's good to show them that.
Oh, and apparently it wasn't for my grandma.
Mm.
She was pretty traumatized after that.
Yeah. But dang. But in general, right? Like if you're gonna be a hunter, then you kind of have to get that sense of, dang, this is some real shit. Like it feels like I'm actually taking a life.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna murder an animal, if you are a hunter, you have to be comfortable with killing an animal.
Yeah.
But
But also,
also depends on how you go about it.
yeah.
Like, I wouldn't just slice open the guts of an animal, because then what's it gonna do? It's gonna start screaming bloody murder. I would do
It
the
would.
quickest way to kill it would
Yeah.
probably be to slice its neck,
Yeah, you
um,
got to work your way up to that. I mean,
or break its neck. When you break the neck, you disconnect it from the
yeah.
brain, right? So it
So
just
what are you
doesn't.
gonna do? Like twist its little head off?
You're gonna have to, yeah.
Mm, that feels a little wrong, man.
If you're like, I wouldn't murder a rabbit. One, because
Murder a
I
rabbit?
mean I wouldn't even eat rabbit,
Can you
cause
murder
like
an animal?
yeah,
Mm.
if you
Like murder is the act of, killing something, but it's usually in context with like a crime, right?
so like if you're going around just killing animals, yeah, you're
You're
murdering
murdering them.
animals. You're not even using the
But if you're
meat.
doing it for food, is it still murder?
I
Are
think
you
it depends.
murdering them?
I think it depends on how you go about it. Yeah.
Or are you neutralizing your dinner?
Like let's say you're hunting deer, right?
Yeah.
If you do an arrow to the heart, you're just hunting. You're hunting for your dinner.
Yeah.
But if you were to, find a deer, tie it up, and slowly break each one of its legs, and then stab it
That's torture murder.
25 times, yeah, that's murder. That would be torture murder.
Yeah.
So it definitely goes. It's definitely about how you go about it.
Damn. Well, hopefully that scenario you just
Describe never happens
described
ever.
never happens. Something tells me people have tried everything.
And look at this food. It's carne en su jugo. So that translates to meat in its juice.
Yeah. Well, it's
Uh,
kind of like fucking menudo.
so
Well,
let's
I
see.
guess menudo isn't cooking or isn't in its juice because that all that juice isn't from the organs. So
So let's see. It's a watery meat stew. Usually you throw in fresh diced onions, cilantro, and spicy sauce before slurping it down.
ooh, I like to
Um,
slurp.
and you could find it in Guadalajara's Carne Garibaldi and Santa Tere.
Okay.
That's
So if
interesting.
I wanted this, I'd have to go there.
Yeah, or find a place that sells it. Carne en su jugo. Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Carne su jugo.
I don't even know how to pronounce this next one. Locoche. Huet locoche.
Um, pig.
You know that's not what that means.
Yeah. Coche is a pig.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, apparently it means corn smut.
Smut.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't even know what that
In
means.
origin. Smut?
Yeah.
I've only ever heard of
Or like in dark
smut
web type of shit.
as described as like
Smut porn.
yeah, like smut porn. That's the
Where
only
you
time
kill
I've ever heard of
people
it.
like sexually.
Oh. Then we're thinking of two different definitions.
What are you
Cuz
thinking of?
like I've seen movies like 80s movies
Yeah.
where like they find like porn in a kid's locker, which
Uh,
back then was just magazines of naked chicks,
and they call it
and
smut.
that would be smut. Yeah, like why are you looking at that smut?
Gotcha.
Um, yeah, what the fuck is this?
What's the
Apparently,
description?
it's an edible fungus
Oh,
that sometimes grows on organic corn.
what the fuck? So you're eating fungus corn.
So it turns the corn kernels into blue-gray mushroom-like balls.
What the fuck? That sounds
I would
trippy.
never fucking eat that shit.
That sounds like it'd be good for you, man. That's
Fuck no.
like some shit you had to go to the wilderness and have this like psychedelic vision and then be led up to this magical smut mushroom
I don't
corn.
know about you, but I'm not a fan of eating fungus.
You don't like mushrooms?
Fuck no, I don't like
I
mushrooms.
love mushrooms.
Mushrooms are fucking gross.
On a Swiss burger, like a Swiss cheeseburger.
I mean, if I had to eat a mushroom, I would eat it, but I'm not a fan of it.
When's the last time you ate a mushroom?
It's been a while.
Been years?
I would say so, yeah.
Mm.
When's the last time you had a vegetable? Yeah,
I
shut the hell up.
I can tell you when I last bought a vegetable.
When you last bought it. Yeah, but did you eat it? Buying vegetables for your wife doesn't count.
She doesn't eat vegetables.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh. Why'd you buy vegetables?
So I could eat it.
When was that?
I bought it last week.
Last week? I feel like you're lying.
I bought asparagus. It's in my fridge right now.
That you haven't eaten? It's
Yeah.
been a week. It's going to go bad any day
Actually,
now.
I think I bought it I think we went on Wednesday.
Last week?
Yeah.
It's going to go bad any day now.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's fresh in the fridge.
Fresh food goes bad so quickly. You have like a time window of like 2-3
2
days.
weeks.
No, not weeks.
Want to see my asparagus?
Hell yeah.
All
I
right.
want to look at all the fucking fungus growing on it.
Hey, and then I'll finally have my fungus.
I've never even heard of this next one, tacos de canasta, which
Tacos in a
means
basket?
yeah, or basket tacos. I mean, we already know what's inside of fucking.
So they're regular
Oh.
tacos, but maybe just fried tacos, like the shells. are fried.
Let's see. They're named outside the country. Say shit away. Yeah, it doesn't even explain what the fuck it is.
So just taco baskets or basket tacos. That's it.
I guess yeah, just fucking
It's not
tacos in
very
a basket. That's
descriptive.
fucking
It could be
stupid.
anything.
That's a horrible idea to put in this fucking article.
Hmm.
But then again, it's probably one of those BuzzFeed articles where they just need something to put in there for extra
Oh, yeah.
information. Escomoles, have you heard of that?
Escomoles.
Uh,
Is that like mole?
no.
That's another one people feel a little iffy about. But it's not bad.
So,
I think it has chocolate in it, dude.
I think you're gonna change your mind in a second here.
Okay.
Everything from ant larvae or larva.
Uh-huh.
That's what escomoles are. To
What?
worms.
Ant larva?
To worms or chinecuelis.
This is like deep Mexico shit
Our
right
pre-Hispanic delicacy. I don't know why they put Hispanic on. Oh, Hispanic before the conquerors came.
here. Oh.
Delicacies on the streets of the cities of Oaxaca and
Of
upscale
course.
menus of trendy Mexico City restaurants.
Yep.
Speaking of which, the worm at the bottom of your probably not that great quality mezcal, that's called gusano de maguey.
Gusano, that's like a worm or a bug.
Yeah.
A gusano is specifically a worm, or is it like a bug? I think it's a worm.
Let's look that up. That's why we got the internet for.
And what is a bug called in Spanish?
Gusano. It's worm or insect.
Ah.
Gusano.
Yeah, I mostly hear it described as being a worm, but
Yeah.
then I don't have a word for bug in Spanish, so it had to be. They're all gusanos.
I think they're bugs. Don't you just say insectos?
I've never even heard anyone say insectos. That's the first time I'm ever hearing of it
Oh,
ever.
apparently bug in Spanish is bicho. Bicho.
Bicho, I've never heard that either.
Or el bug.
Oh, bug. I think I usually just hear people describing the specific bug. Maybe that's why I've never heard them say just bugs.
Probably.
Like hormigas.
Yeah, insect in Spanish. Insecto.
Yeah.
El insecto. Insecto.
Todos los insectos.
I swear, man, I gotta practice my
I
fucking
know.
Spanish so bad.
That sounds like it'd be a good brand. Like insecto. That sounds exotic, but also very powerful.
When it just translates to
Like
insect.
like your logo would be like an ant head.
Yeah.
No one steal my idea, man.
Fuck no, I'm not gonna steal your idea.
Not you. I'm talking about these
The listeners in India.
yeah. Or the our US peeps. They'll trademark that shit.
Let's see. All right, I'm done looking at this article.
Yeah, we need
Just
to
listing off a bunch of
we
weird
need to
ass-
find out some dishes from other countries and see what they eat.
That would be interesting.
We'll compare and contrast.
Like what's like a staple breakfast in like Germany? We don't know.
Sausage?
Or Russia.
It's gonna be sausage.
In Germany?
Yeah? You've never heard of a German sausage?
I mean, yeah, I've heard of it, but I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be a staple in their breakfast.
Yeah. I've ordered a Irish breakfast before at one of there's a restaurant here.
Uh-huh.
They do breakfast, but they have really good breakfast. But one of the things was, what was it called? It was Irish Benedict. That shit was the most different thing I've ever had.
What's the difference between an Irish Benedict and a regular eggs Benedict?
This had like I think like hash browns, gravy, and
Oh, okay.
like just
Yeah,
and then
'cause
corned beef, things like that, like very Irish
Gotcha.
shit.
yeah, because the regular eggs Benedict, I think it just has like the bagel,
Yeah, exactly.
like ham and bacon,
So this had
cheese.
all that, but
Yeah,
little Irish
the Irish
type things.
potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Like I'm pretty sure there was like a red potato.
We should think
that you
about
could
going
eat.
on a trip out there, dude. Trip out there
Irish.
to Ireland.
Hey,
That would be pretty dope.
I had the opportunity.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me. I was so surprised when you told me that.
But
Like, fuck, why didn't you take it?
we never went. Because
Understandable
Gabby
though.
doesn't want to be away from her family.
I understand that.
Could you imagine I'd be in Ireland right now, being a citizen,
Yeah. Well,
going to the pubs?
probably not a citizen, but yeah.
Oh, not a citizen.
You would be there on a work visa.
Yeah.
You can get deported. Isn't that crazy? You would have the feeling of what it's like to be an
in
illegal
America
immigrant.
as an illegal.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
that'd be
instead, you'd be
crazy.
an illegal in Ireland.
So I couldn't get arrested.
I mean, if you get arrested,
You have a chance of being deported.
your visa is definitely going to come into play. Depends on what you're arrested
Probably
for.
have court for that situation. I wonder if they give people chances or if they just immediately kick you out.
It might depend on what kind of judge you have.
Mm. Well, it's gonna be an Irish judge.
Apparently, there's Mexicans in Ireland, which I did not
Well,
know.
yeah.
Apparently, there's
there's
Mexicans in Germany.
Rodrigo y Gabriela. They were from Ireland.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were from Mexico and then moved to Ireland.
Interesting.
Yeah, and now that's where they
I
are.
wonder why. I remember I saw this TikTok of this girl, and she was Mexican Russian. Her dad went to Russia to study
crazy.
something. Like he was able to get into a program where he could like become a doctor or something.
Yeah.
But the what's the word? The catch
Yeah.
was that he would have to go to Russia to do it. And he went and he studied the fuck out of the language
Yeah.
and he met somebody over there and then he had a kid.
And who
Yeah.
was this?
Some chick on TikTok.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like, she posted a photo of her parents and her dad's like Mexican as fuck. And her mom's Russian.
How does that look?
She looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
she looked
combination?
more Russian than Mexican, but that's just her genes.
Why does it always turn out that way? Like when Mexicans get with a white person, it always looks like a white person.
I don't know.
So
I
in
mean,
this case, yeah.
I mean, I don't like to say this, but I think that's just how dominant the white gene is.
They ain't just
know?
conquering
Because
everything.
like if the Spaniards were able to come to Mexico, rape a shitload of people, and change how we look,
Yeah.
like me and
But
you,
are
we're
the-
not supposed to look like this.
Are
We're supposed to
Spaniards
be
white though?
We're supposed to be brown as fuck. They're the original white people. Yeah, Europeans.
Hmm.
They're just a
So
different.
white people now, they're not Spaniards.
No, they're Europeans. They come from a different area of.
So how are they both white?
I mean, if you want to go that far back, I mean,
Spanish people are not Hispanic.
Spanish people. No, they're Spaniards. Hispanic people are like from Brazil, Peru,
Mm-hmm.
South America.
What about Mexico?
We're Latinos.
So we're
And-
not Hispanic.
I mean,
I have been referred
I'm
to as
sh-
a Hispanic before.
by who?
People.
They're fucking labeling you wrong, dude. You're Latino. You're from Mexico. Your mom's from
You know
Tijuana.
the census, that the one that you have to fill out.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the option for
Yeah, many don't.
It only has the option for Hispanic.
Yeah, that's not what you are.
Well, I checked that box.
Well, you checked it wrong. Like,
I don't believe this.
bro, oh my god. You know
Say,
what? Who are
Mexican?
Latinos?
No, say who are Hispanics? Of course, that's gonna be me. We're
oh my God,
both.
fine. Like, who are Hispanics? That's what you want me to look up?
Yeah.
Who are Hispanics? Okay.
Let's
Hispanic and Latino Americans are Americans of Spanish or Latin America ancestry. More generally, these demographics include all Americans who identify as Hispanic or Latino.
There you go. It's
Wait,
the
this
same
this is
thing.
from the census. No, that's how they categorize it,
Of
but it's not.
course, that's from the census. That's where all the data comes from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Pew Research. This seems like Pew Research Center. These seem like notable
You?
people.
Is that PewDiePie's college?
I don't think so.
What do you see?
Again, they're talking about the U.S. Census. My parents moved to New York from Puerto Rico. Am I Hispanic? You are if you say so. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
Latinos are Hispanic.
I don't believe that.
You've been living
You know
this
what?
whole
I'm
life.
no, hold on.
You've been living your whole life.
I'm scrapping this.
You weren't Hispanic.
We'll give you guys an update next week. Latino versus Hispanic.
Just because you can't find your bias research.
My biased research. Well, that's
Not
the type.
even Pew gave you
That's
one.
the type of research I love to do. Biased research. It's the best. It makes me feel better about myself.
It makes you feel like you're always right.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you run into an article that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't align with my ideals. Yeah, I get angry.
Yeah, and then you just go searching for the right answer.
Exactly.
Like, oh, this is the real shit here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a right and wrong answer for everything. You notice that? Like in any argument, you could just pick a side and then do research, and there's always going to be articles and studies that support you.
I mean,
so what is right and wrong?
I mean, there are some clear things on what's right and wrong. Like, is the Earth flat? That's obviously wrong. But some people will do biased research and think they're right.
So that proves my point. There's going to be articles out there that say.
That's why I said technically.
Yeah.
Technically, you are correct. But some things are just fact.
Or is that our bias speaking?
No.
Yes.
The Earth being flat is wrong.
Have you physically went out there into space and saw?
No, I haven't physically been out there.
Then how do you know?
I don't need to physically be out there.
Have you seen the Truman Show, man?
There is no way we're living in a Truman Show fucking situation here.
I think
the whole Earth is living a Truman Show experience.
How do you know?
It's not.
How?
I just know.
How do you know?
I want to hit
You could say shit.
I want to hit this.
But you have no facts. You've never been to space.
So I have to physically go to space in order to prove you wrong.
Well,
that's what you're telling me.
Well, prove to me that the world is round right now.
What about gravity? Do you not believe in gravity?
Yes.
Yeah. So because of the Earth's core, right? Gravity naturally pulls itself towards it.
I like how you switch the argument. I'm talking about the Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's a sphere, right? If the Earth was flat, there wouldn't be a middle for us to pull towards.
Dude, below the Earth, the flat Earth, there's a giant magnet.
Oh my God.
Bringing us all down.
Is that a real argument that they have?
I've seen it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's upsetting, man. That's like really upsetting. A magnet the size of the fucking Earth?
Yeah.
That's what those fucking dummies believe?
Well, there's various arguments. Like, they debate between the community.
Man, there's so many debates. They fucking even argue within themselves about what the flat Earth looks like. Like, these fucking dummies can't even agree on that.
I saw them, one of their main arguments is like, let's say you're watching a cruise ship, right? And then you see it just out in the distance. As long as you have a long enough telescope, you'll always be able to see that ship, and you'll never see it go around into a sphere. So as long as you have powerful enough binoculars, you'll always see it right in front of you if
That's,
they're going straight,
that's
obviously.
so fucking stupid.
But yeah, that was like one of the main arguments, like to kind of show you um their proof basically.
If that was true, you know how many fucking ships we would see 100, 150, 200 miles away? So many. But we don't. You know why? Because there's an obvious fucking dip to the sphere of the world
Yeah.
that we can't just see in a straight line.
How does the sun work? I mean, like what do they think about the sun and shit?
They're probably.
Like isn't I mean, do they think the sun is gravitating around the flat earth? Do they believe that the sun is real?
I mean, now that I'm thinking about that, that would have to, yeah, it would have to be like that. Because if our world is legit flat, right?
Yeah.
We revolve around the sun.
Yeah.
Then we would always have sun.
Yeah.
Like the moon would never show up because we were
Unless
always.
they think the flat earth turns like this.
That's so fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, we need to get one of these people here on the
I
podcast.
don't think we can because that would just be too judgmental.
Or we should bring one of our cousins.
Like I
Good
know,
enough.
I know, like we're supposed to respect people's ideals, but some ideals just aren't worth being respectful towards. Too, you know what I mean?
Well, it's not worth talking about. But I guess look at us. We're talking about this.
Well, no, we're talking about how fucking stupid it is to believe that the world is flat.
Yeah.
You're telling me like all the scientists believe that the world is flat?
Ooh.
Everybody's hiding. The government's hiding the fact that the world is flat. Who does that benefit?
They have like one or two PhD doctors that they always reference that they believe. Those doctors believe that the Earth is flat too.
Are they like legit doctors though?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never seen their credentials.
That's something else we got to consider. Like, what kind of fucking doctor is this guy? Like a fucking foot doctor?
Yeah. Well, it's like what people think of chiropractors. They think they're doctors.
Yeah.
But those
They're not.
chiropractors never even went to medical school.
Yeah,
If anything, dropped out of medical school and became a chiropractor.
yeah,
Right. I always hear people calling chiropractors doctors.
yeah. They're not doctors.
Yeah. I could be a chiropractor.
My
They have
gra-
their own test.
My grandpa's a chiropractor, and he
Yeah.
does not in any way identify as a doctor.
Does he ever? So he never says he's a doctor.
No, he never tells anybody he's a doctor because he's not.
Yeah.
He's really good at what he does, but
Yeah.
he knows he's not a doctor.
Yeah. Man, being like a chiropractor, like does he go to people's houses or do they come to his house?
No, they go to his house.
So was there any like strange requests from these people? Because a lot of people who get their bodies adjusted and soothed always want to get like their dicks adjusted too.
No,
Does he have any weird stories of people like
no, he
seeing
doesn't.
if he has happy endings? Or...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do like that massage type stuff. He,
Okay,
like,
so no massages.
no, he just legit just cracks bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know, old abuelito, he had more of like a massage type of thing. Like he would, I don't know. You've ever seen him do it? Like he obviously does the chiropractor type stuff.
I think
but
I
he
I've
would,
heard
like,
of him
rub some
doing stuff like that.
rub some. What is it? It's
Some ointment or something.
ointment. But it's weird. It was like a tin can. I haven't seen that since.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that brand since.
Was it tin can white? It had
Yeah.
like blue and red letters on it. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, where do you even buy that?
You gotta get them at That's a Mexican brand. You have to
Oh,
buy them
okay.
at Mexican stores.
Damn. So that shit was
Yeah.
imported.
Yeah.
But shit. Well, that would be funny if there was a story like that.
Yeah.
Because there's strange people out there.
I mean, it would be upsetting. Yeah. To me, but
well,
yeah,
not
yeah.
that your grandpa did it, but
yeah.
that people asked him if he
If he
provided
ever did it.
services.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm wondering if people have asked before.
No, well, none that you've told me anyway. But
Gotcha.
he just tells me about he had this one Asian lady come to him, and they even speak English. They like barely speak English,
Whoa.
and she had like some issue with like her neck or something, and he actually did fix it, and they were so fucking happy because they went to like
Dang.
four different chiropractors who
Couldn't help.
couldn't help them. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like he he sees like what the Chinese people do, like those massage
Oh
chiropractic
yeah.
places at the mall,
Yeah.
and he doesn't do anything like that. Like he legit knows what he's doing,
Yeah.
and he could do actual adjustments.
Where did he learn that?
Self-taught.
Oh shit.
That's the crazy thing. He has like a legit skill. Like he
Damn.
heals people,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's crazy. Well, I
there's
remember him doing some work on my back before just so I could try it, I guess. I think Gabby was there too and you. It was like in a garage and then he did something with my back and then
yeah. I
I've never
remember when you guys
experienced
you
that
guys
feeling
asked
before.
you guys asked if he could do some adjustments on you. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Like the feeling, it felt like something just released. Like the way your body just cracks in
yeah,
some areas. It's like, wow, I was living this tense
yeah.
prior to
Like
this,
like
and
a
then
weight's lifted off your
yeah,
back,
something
literally.
releases. I felt something release.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So ever since then, I believe in that shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, he's really good at what he does. And for the longest time, he was doing it for like next to nothing. He was doing it for
Damn,
like $20,
dang, that's hella
and
cheap.
then I had to convince him to up his price.
Yeah.
I've like finally convinced him to do $40,
Okay, that's a
which
start.
you know,
I feel that would be worth more. Maybe like
I mean, it
60
definitely
to 80 at
like
least.
look, um, I can't. He lives in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
right? And the chiropractors around there for each session they charge $120, right? And
Yeah.
he was doing it for only 20,
Yeah.
and even then people complained when he raised the price to 40.
Damn.
And
I
I was
mean,
like,
where else are they gonna
I
go?
had to convince him, like, Grandpa, look, dude, like this is the Bay Area. These people around here, they have money. They just don't want to spend it.
Yep.
And then that's when it finally clicked in him, like, oh, okay, maybe I should raise it to
Yep.
$40.
But I guess another good strategy of charging cheap is that they'll always be coming back. It's the frequency that makes money in this
I mean, yeah,
case.
people complained about the price going up, but they still came back.
Yeah.
He was getting more business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he have business cards and everything, or
Uh, he
flyers,
he
or
has business cards. He has flyers, but he doesn't really put them up anymore.
is he
Um,
still doing that Herbalife stuff?
no, he got out of that.
Oh dang!
Yeah. Thank
I,
God too.
I thought he was like a lifer. He was
Yeah.
with Herbalife for a while.
Long time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know like to what extent Herbalife was when I was a kid, but as I got older, I started reading all these like fucking horror stories
They
about
say
it.
they're a MLM,
They are for sure an
multi-level
MLM.
marketing.
Yeah, hell yeah, they're an MLM, even though they're not categorized as one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dang.
I know. I'm
Shit.
glad my grandparents made it out okay. I
Yeah.
saw this documentary about them, and people's lives get ruined by that shit.
Yeah.
Herbalife specifically.
Yeah. I wonder if that shit even works. Any of that stuff. Like I remember, even besides your grandparents, there was other people in the family who started, selling them as well.
Yeah,
And then they'd give me like sample packets to try and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know if that shit worked at all.
I mean, the shakes are really good,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think like just like a regular healthy diet works pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
they structured their business more like the business is just recruiting more people.
Yeah,
And there's a product, but the product's not the main thing.
yeah. It's about getting more people under you,
Yeah.
so you make more money. So I know.
I imagine you could make bank if that's all you did was recruit, but
Yeah, but
I
that's
would never
just
be the type.
typical MLM stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
The pyramid.
And it's funny because in the documentary they solely focused on what Herbalife does to the Latino community
Oh shit.
because
Damn, I
you
want to
know
see this.
they trick the poor Latino people into
Like you
buying
could be
into this
making
idea
money.
of being rich, yeah,
Yeah.
just by selling products.
Yeah. They're like, we got good products. You don't have to worry about the products.
Yeah.
We'll provide the products.
Yeah.
All you have to do, easy money. Just tell people about it
Yeah,
and get people to sign up. And why wouldn't they? Look at our products.
yeah. So thank God my fucking my grandparents didn't go broke doing that.
Yeah.
Because like around the same time they started doing Herbalife, my grandpa started learning how to do the chiropractic adjustments,
Oh,
and
so
he
that was
kind of
good
like
timing.
interpreted that into the Herbalife business.
Oh shit! Like a
You know?
hybrid business and shit.
Yeah, so he actually like made money doing that kind of stuff
What the fuck?
compared to other people just selling products and recruiting people.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Interesting. So would uh would the people get like some sort of samples when they got work done, or
I'm
how would you
sure
incorporate it?
I'm not really well like he did, right, you know, like get adjustments
Yeah.
like all this stress you have, it's being overweight. I also sell these products that can help with weight loss.
Yeah.
That's probably how he did it. I'm not exactly
Gotcha.
100% sure, but
Damn, that was pretty smooth incorporating both
definitely.
and then just phasing out Herbalife eventually
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now he just strictly does chiropractic stuff.
Cool.
And he doesn't even need to. He gets what's that? Social security? Is that the thing that old people
Social
get?
security
Yeah.
that old people get.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets social security and all the chiropractic stuff, he's just earning extra money at that point.
Interesting.
Yeah, cuz he gets a check every 2 weeks, I
Oh
think.
shit. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the chiropractor stuff is just like supplemental. Just
Yeah.
if you need gas or anything, or
Yeah. It buys a week
fills
of
the gaps.
yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Um
See, why do all Mexicans always learn how to survive, making money just out of everything?
yeah, I don't know. We're just survivors, dude.
Pretty handy with
Fuck,
everything.
we survived the conquering of the Spaniards, and yeah,
Yeah, we did survive.
because like if you think about it, right,
We would be Spanish right now.
when the Spaniards, I mean, technically we have a percentage of Spanish in
Yeah,
us.
more
Yeah,
than some, more than others.
yeah. So what I was gonna say is I imagine like the Spanish did come over, right, killed all the Aztecs and Mayans and what have you. Somebody in our gene pool in our family tree survived that shit and went on to have kids, and you know we come from a family of survivors. We survived the conquering.
Yeah. Dang.
The Spaniards killed a lot of people, man. A lot of Mexican people
Slaughtered hella.
slaughtered. Yeah,
Well, they were taking over our land.
taking over land. Fucking damn. If only our people found guns. You know what I
If
mean?
only we were allowed to have guns. Were we allowed to have guns back then?
I mean,
Mexico now doesn't. But back then it was like the Wild Wild West.
well, not only that, but we just didn't have the, I guess,
Resources.
like technology to do
We
it.
weren't
You know what I mean?
modernized.
Yeah, because we were running around with fucking sticks with stones inside it for an
Yeah.
axe.
That's not gonna compete.
You ever seen those Aztec axes? Battle axes?
No, not that I could recall.
They're pretty fucking dope, man. Like
Dang,
for
I
our
want an
people,
Aztec battle axe.
for our people to come up with a weapon like that. Like
I
Aztec.
want to get a replica without even seeing it. I'll just tell everyone I have an Aztec battle axe.
So okay, images.
The real
Uh,
authentic ones would have blood all over from decapitating fools.
So it would look like this.
Yeah, it looks like a paddle.
So it's yeah. So it looks, the body is a paddle,
Uh-huh.
but they would put stones on the inside of it. So
Fuck.
and they swung it around.
Oh, so that's what that pattern is? That's stones? Or
So that pattern, that's just a decorative pattern.
oh,
but
inside of
Yeah. So you see those that
oh yeah,
green
on the
sting.
sides,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a rock that's been placed inside
Oh,
the paddle.
pretty handy.
So when they fucking slice it at you,
Thrifty.
it's
That shit's gonna hurt.
cut you up pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably could break a bone if you swung hard enough too. Like
I mean,
depending on how
I'm sure they
those-
like sharpen the rock, so it would cut you pretty bad.
Yeah.
If you got swung,
So not only are you getting
especially
cut,
if they hit you in the fucking head with that
but
shit.
with the force of the rocks, you could stab. You could blunt force with it.
I think that's mainly what it is, just blunt force.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I
So
need
that's
to
what
get,
we hit. So that against fucking guns, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not a good battle.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, and didn't we win the war against the Spanish? Isn't that what Mexican Independence Day is?
Um,
Cinco de Mayo.
Shit, let me look that up. Mexican
Independence
Independence
Day.
Day.
That would be Cinco de Mayo, but I think that's when I could be butchering this, but I think that's when they won the war and they have
Actually,
their independence.
you're gonna have to correct yourself, guy. The real Mexico's Independence Day is September 16th.
Oh, so
Um,
Americans celebrated on.
Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, I gotta find out what.
How does that work?
Mexico is the best place to be on September 16th. This Mexican Independence Day celebrates Mexico's declaration of independence from Spain in 1810.
Yeah,
So we didn't. I mean, we declared our independence. So
yeah.
what
So
does that
we
mean? We
were
just kicked out all the Spaniards.
pretty much like they had no power.
So we didn't win a
Or
war.
well, it was a war between the two sides,
Oh, okay. Or is
right?
it
There
kind
was
of
a
like
battle.
how the U.S. declared independence from um, Britain?
Hmm.
Oh, or maybe because we declared our independence, we fucking went to war with Spain.
Oh,
Kind of like how the U.S. did.
that's. I guess I need to do more research on that.
Because, the U.S.,
I wonder what came first.
yeah, because when the U.S. declared their independence, that's when they went to war with Britain. And
Yeah.
I can't imagine Spain was like, all right, yeah, you guys do your own thing.
So yeah, the battle between the two could have been afterwards.
I didn't know this. Mexico apparently was once known as New Spain.
What? Damn. So they did have a grip on us.
Oh, hell yeah. Mexico was ruled by Spain for over 300 years.
What the fuck?
Fuck. The native population was oppressed, farmland and personal wealth was confiscated. Oh, yeah, that's when they stole all our fucking gold.
Damn.
Remember that? Because Aztecs, they had gold everything.
Yeah. They were
Gold,
gold
gold
out.
jewelry. Yeah. And it was just another rock to us. Oh, if only our fucking ancestor knew to hide some gold for us.
I know.
Fucking bastard.
So it wasn't worth anything to us, but to them, they just took value in this gold shiny rock.
I would say so, yeah. Because, like, really, like, gold, it's just ore,
Yeah.
made from the earth. It has no real value. Only we, the humans, and I guess society, really, have
Yeah.
put value in gold.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
because, like, fucking with Aztecs, it was everywhere. I mean,
yeah.
that saying, the city of
Was it in
gold,
jewelry? I imagine it'd be like in
jewelry,
jewelry, everything.
fucking houses made out of it.
Yeah. Damn.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's my house made out of gold.
Just all gold.
Just regular house.
You know they are looking into ways where they could mine gold from like asteroids.
Is that even possible?
They say
Asteroids from space?
within the next 100 years. Well,
Interesting.
maybe even sooner than that. But the problem is if you find a way to get more gold, it'll basically make gold a little less valuable. So if there's an abundance of gold now because you're mining it and you have a lot of it, then what's the point of having gold since gold's worth is due to its scarcity?
Oh, okay, here. Yeah, here it is. So, a little history lesson for people listening. On September 16th, 1810, fuck, 1810? That's not that long ago.
That's crazy.
A priest, a Catholic priest in the town of Dolores named Miguel Hidalgo y Castillo, he rang his church bells and delivered a speech, now known as the Grito de Dolores, which means the cry of Dolores,
Yeah.
demanding the end of the Spanish rule. This started the brutal Mexican War of Independence, which
Ah,
lasted over a decade.
shit.
That's over 12 years? No, 10?
12.
12?
Decades 12.
That's over, fuck, a 12-year war?
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
So you were right. It did come after the declaration.
So, yeah, okay. So, fuck, 12 years. 12 years. And then on August 24th, 1821, yeah, 11 years later, Spain withdrew and officially recognized Mexico as an independent country.
Wow. So
So,
we kicked them out.
so because we held them out for so long, Spain was like, you know what, man, fuck this. Keep your shitty ass country. And then they just bounced.
After taking all the shit.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like yeah, imagine if the Mexicans had given up like 5 years in.
Dang.
But
So we
no,
would
man,
be.
we're stubborn. We stood our fucking ground and
I
kicked
don't.
all those dirty Spaniards out.
I'm not so sure we would be American citizens right now if the Spanish ended up ruling
Probably not.
like permanently.
I would imagine the Spaniards
Because
would have
we
had
would
a.
have probably never. Our parents probably would have never made it here during that time.
I mean, Spain has pretty tight knit borders,
Yeah.
so I imagine New Spain would have had tight knit borders,
Yeah.
especially being so close to the U.S.
But I wonder how different it would be economically. I
Honest,
mean, the
honest.
Mexican government's pretty shit.
This is kind of
So
yeah.
it's probably better.
It's kind of bad for me to say, but um, if Spain did keep New Spain, we probably would have been one of the biggest economic powers of the world.
Yeah.
I would say
Because we'd be like two countries.
we'd be two countries ruled under the same government.
Damn. Maybe we should propose that.
Fuck no,
Anything's got to be better than the Mexican government. We'll just tell them we'll go along with it
we'll just lie to Spain.
just to get like all the
Be
resources.
like, hey, Spain,
You guys want to come back?
we were thinking about it, and we're kind of sorry about what we did in 1810. You guys want to, come back over here? Just take care of stuff. We'll let you
Yeah,
guys do your thing.
just take care of his stuff. Yeah. We got your back.
Let's see.
So what is Cinco de Mayo? We should research that.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, that was pretty much it for that one. Okay, what is Cinco de Mayo? Um, let's see. Wikipedia, okay.
Yep.
Cinco de Mayo in Mexico is an annual celebration held on May 5th. The date is observed to commemorate the Mexican army's victory over the French Empire at the
Oh,
Battle of Puebla.
so that's
So it
for the
was over a
French.
war, but it's not our independence war.
Gotcha. So this was like a battle with the French.
Yeah, I knew it. I
Damn.
always said French were pussies, and they are. In 1862, so this was way after what happened
Yeah.
with the Spanish.
Everyone's trying to fuck with Mexico, and it looks like we were doing a pretty good
Damn,
job
bro, we're
at,
small, but we fucking kick
at kicking
ass.
some ass.
Fuck yeah,
I wonder
especially
what happened in between like that period and now.
interesting. The victory of the smaller Mexican force, so we were up against a larger French force, was a boost of morale for the Mexicans. Saragossa died months after that was the general that was leading the battle.
Mhm.
Saragossa, he died months after the battle due to illness.
Huh.
Let's see. A year after the battle, a larger French force defeated the Mexican army at the Second Battle of Puebla, and Mexico City soon fell to the invaders. What?
What? So why do we celebrate? We're
Mm,
celebrating a loss. We're taking an L.
yeah, what the fuck? We might have to do some more research on this.
Hmm.
Because if they eventually won, what did they win? There's no
Oh.
French people in Mexico.
Hmm. Yeah, not even old remnants of the French. Like with the Spaniards, at least we still see some remnants of when they were here because there's some Spanish looking people in Mexico. But I haven't seen any French type people. I guess it's the same thing. They're white, but they wouldn't have
they're
the French
different.
accent because they're living in Mexico. So maybe they just look like any other Spanish.
But French people have very distinct features, though.
Hmm. But you could be French if
You could look white too. Yeah.
like if you were is there any way to become French citizen or
I'm
citizen
sure-
of France?
Maybe
Because
it's,
technically you would be French if you did, and then you wouldn't have those features.
if I became a French citizen after I was born,
Yeah,
obviously I wouldn't have their features. What are you talking about?
and then
And then I went back to
so it has
Mexico and
nothing to
started.
do with their nationality. Like being French doesn't give you features.
But being from a certain area does. That's
Like
why.
what?
That's why fucking people in Michoacan are short and brown. And you could tell that we're not from Michoacan because we're not short and brown.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you talking about, guy? I
I'd
just
have
proved
to.
you wrong, and I'm not even paying attention to you.
Well,
I'm gonna have to do some more research on
you
that
know, you could
second
be a
battle.
Jew if you wanted to.
You talking about my nose right now, guy? Wow, dude. You know what's shitty? You're not the first person to fucking say that.
I'm not saying because
And
you're
that
not.
hurts my feelings.
I'm saying so. Same thing could apply. You could study Judaism, and then you could become a Jew.
You could be
And people,
Jewish. You wouldn't be a Jew. You'd be Jewish.
same thing.
No?
Yeah. If someone said I'm Jewish, I would think, oh, they're a Jew.
Mm, all right, yeah, I think you might be right. So I'm kind of confusing the two with Israelis.
Um, yeah.
'Cause, you know, someone is, so you could say someone's Israeli, but typically people from Israel, you know,
Yeah.
they
There's a
practice
blurry line
Judaism.
somewhere there. Because, yeah, aren't isn't there like a race or type of Jews, and then there's the
I mean, there's
study of,
Orthodox Jews, there's regular Jewish people,
yeah. But anyone could
Israelis.
practice the religion and then become a Jew, but then they're not the same thing as someone who is a Jew. It
I
is
mean,
confusing.
sure, I guess.
I guess it's all semantics.
I'm not Jewish, so I wouldn't know how Jewish people feel about that kind of thing. So,
Oh, having a Mexican join their ranks.
yeah. Like, how would you feel if, like, well, no, you don't really practice religion, so it
I
kind
practice it every day.
I can't find a good example for a Mexican.
Oh
'Cause, like,
yeah.
oh, like if a white person came to me and told me that they wanted to practice Catholic brujeria,
Mm-hmm.
I would have a problem with that
Why?
because they're white. Like, the
Yeah.
fuck are they doing
They
learning
want to
my?
learn too.
I don't give a fuck. Why are they? What are they doing? They got their own thing going on. Go fucking study your Irish Catholic bullshit.
What if his mom was
I got my
Mexican
shit
or
over
his dad was
here.
Mexican, and and then their other parent was white?
They gotta do their own thing.
So before you get mad, you should ask them, well, are you
Oh,
mixed?
I was
Yeah.
asked them a series of questions that only a true Mexican would know. Yeah.
But what if they're white and they pass the test
Well,
because they grew up around the hood in Mexican neighborhoods?
I don't know. I'll have to see the guy first because right now you're talking about a fantasy to me. All
Have
right.
you seen Blood In, Blood Out?
No.
It's about a white guy who basically gets in with the homies, so he turns into a fool.
Okay.
Yeah, and they didn't accept him at first, but he got accepted in
Yeah, I
the
know
end.
the reason why. Because he's white.
He's white. Yeah, but he was talking like a Mexican.
That's kind of racist. I'm gonna have to watch the movie and I might have a problem with it.
Yeah,
Just letting you
it's an
know.
old classic.
All
It's
right.
an old classic
I'll watch
movie,
it. I'll watch it.
gangster movie.
I'll report back to you guys next week
Yeah,
about it.
Blood In, Blood Out. A lot of Mexican cholos like that movie, just like they like Scarface.
Of course.
Yeah.
Doesn't it kind of suck in how Hollywood they don't really have movies like that anymore? For a cool minute in the '90s, we were like everywhere. Fucking
Oh yeah.
Blood In, Blood Out. You know the Selena movie.
We're still in movies. Look at
Fucking
Miguel Peña.
Michael Pena. Yeah.
Miguel.
I mean, he calls himself Michael, but sure,
Can you be a Miguel and Mike at the same time?
not at the same time. Maybe when he goes to Mexico, he changes his name to Mike or to Miguel.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then there's that guy from Star Wars, that Mexican guy. He was in also Narco Mexico. That guy's getting big.
Mexican guy in Star Wars. Which guy?
Hmm like that skinny Mexican guy with the scrubby beard. He was in Narco Mexico as well.
I might have to look that up because, to be honest, I'm not even a fan of Star Wars like
Me
that?
either. I just know he's in it.
Gotcha.
I think it was, when they first got that black guy. It feels weird just saying that black guy, but
Well, yeah.
when he became like a slur trooper, that movie. I think he's in that movie, or maybe the movie after. He's
Okay.
in one of the more recent ones.
Is the black guy still in Star Wars movie, or did they
No,
cut him out?
I think they cut him out. Well, I think due to issues with there was just disagreements. I think he feels like he should have had a bigger part of the movie um since they basically kind of made it seem like he was gonna get a big role. Like, oh, and also in the international trailers,
Yeah.
like in Asian countries and things like that, they completely cut him out of like the trailer, and then on the movie posters, they turned his image, because I think on the movie poster it shows all of them,
Yeah.
and they're like, it captures like their body from this. How do you say it?
Upper body up.
Upper body up, and then they made his smaller, and then they put him in the back like of the poster, like behind all the other characters.
That's kind of understandable. I kind of feel like Asians in actual Asian countries don't like black people,
Yeah, and I think that's why
especially
they did it.
Chinese.
Yeah, so I think he just doesn't like what they did as well. That they didn't kind of do him justice. They didn't.
Yeah.
They felt like not embarrassed, but he feels like they kind of did him dirty by cutting him out of trailers, and then
That's
putting his face smaller in one of the posters, or his upper body
that's
smaller than everyone else's.
That's interesting that you say that because I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies, but from the trailer that I did see with that black guy,
Yeah.
I thought he did have I thought he had a big role
Yeah.
in the Star
And
Wars
apparently
movie.
he didn't,
That's interesting. Like, why even introduce a character like that if he's not gonna have a big role?
because
You know what I mean?
they were trying to get woke points by having
Their
him in
fucking
there.
token black guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
that's Disney.
Yeah, Disney owned by the Chinese.
Yeah, but I can't believe you haven't seen any of the Star Wars.
No, it started with like obviously the regular trilogy, right?
Mhm.
I had been meaning to watch them, right? But then at one point it just got to be like just overrated.
Yeah,
I was like, man, why am I gonna watch these stupid ass movies?
that's what I feel.
Everybody talked about them so much. I feel like I have an idea of everything that went
Yeah.
on in the first three movies,
Yeah,
and kind of other stuff that happened with Anakin in the later trilogy that they did, where before Anakin became Darth Vader.
Yep.
Like, so because I've heard about it so much, don't even bother to watch the movies because I already know. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody already spoiled the fucking the um the original trilogy.
Yep.
Darth Vader being Luke Skywalker's
Yeah.
father and shit.
People just couldn't stop talking about that.
Yeah. So
But yeah, it was. I haven't watched all of them either, and I actually watched the more modern ones first, and then I went back to the original ones. And a lot of people are gonna kill me for this, but the old ones didn't really,
they suck, right?
they didn't age well to me, because the newer ones had like good
Cooler effects.
production.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like the newer ones with like the young Darth Vader kid.
Yeah, Anakin Skywalker.
Like when they did like the pod racing and shit.
Yeah,
like,
with fucking what's that
Yeah.
actor's name? The guy who played Taken.
oh yeah, that guy Liam Neeson.
Yeah, with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
like those three movies because I think they had them in succession. Like they
Yeah,
came
it was
here.
it was a trilogy.
Yeah,
if I
the
recall.
trilogy. And then after that, I was like, okay, I want to see what Star Wars is about. And then I went back to the earlier ones, and they just didn't click in my brain, or my brain didn't believe it, because on one hand, it's supposed to be before the original movies. But then when I go back to the original, which is supposed to be the future after what happened on the trilogies,
Yeah.
I just my the suspension of disbelief, that I couldn't believe it, because the newer movies they just looked a lot better and they had a lot more cool shit. But then these old movies that were supposed to be the future after the trilogy, it I couldn't believe it because the tech didn't look as cool and
Yeah.
the production was like really old.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to believe. I know it's a story.
Which is understandable because it came out in the 70s.
I know.
You know.
Yeah. But I screwed myself by watching the trilogy first.
Yeah, I think you gave
backwards.
yourself too high of an expectation.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's understandable why you would do that because
Yeah.
the second trilogy, the newer ones,
Yeah.
are legit before what happens in the original trilogy.
Yeah. And I made the mistake too because I was browsing online forums and there was, some geeks who recommended doing that way. Like
Yeah.
instead of watching it kind of like
Original first and then the new ones.
videography, like in like chronological order, you do it like in terms of the timeline. So you would watch all the prequels, which are the newer movies first, and then the old movie last.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't think the newer Star Wars movies, anyways, are that innovative anymore, since they were all bought out by Disney.
Yeah.
Like the soundtrack, the scores aren't really anything special anymore.
Yeah, George Lucas legitimately had a great handle on on that when he did own it.
Definitely.
But, every man has his price, and for George Lucas, it was $5 billion.
Yep. I mean, who wouldn't sell at that point?
Yeah. Like, I imagine, you're George Lucas, you're old, you're tired of fucking all these expectations of the next Star Wars movie.
Time to let it go.
Let somebody else ruin the series.
Then you can blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. We're just about at 120 right now.
Pretty nice.
It was a nice, beefy podcast.
To be honest, this actually went a lot better than I had expected.
Same here.
So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. It's always like that, too. It's like, it starts off a little rocky.
And I honestly, I did not even feel like recording. I almost told you, like, man, I'll come back tomorrow.
I was feeling the same way, too. But I think it's because what we were talking about last time was we kind of push each other to record. Like, I have a responsibility to you that I'm going to record.
Yeah, same. I feel like that, too. We just don't talk to each other until we do the podcast.
So I'd rather just record instead of telling you.
Yeah. I even told you earlier we should just fucking take the hit if this one sucks.
Yeah.
But actually, I really like it.
Yeah, and the next episode's gonna be even better.
Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what we have
got
planned.
some surprises for you
Fucking
guys.
stickers coming soon. Streaming now, trovo.live/Jay the Creator. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _Jay the Creator. Also follow us on our podcast page on Instagram and Twitter at Conweenies. We also have a website, huevosconweenies.com. And then you could send us mail. Send us any questions or concerns you may have about the podcast at mail@huevosconweenies.com. That's mail@huevosconweenies.com. Yeah, anything to plug?
Just the Instagram, purplesun_X, and then on Twitter, I give drugs _. So if you guys want to follow us, just refer back to what Jay the Creator was saying. But we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Latest.